Hello again. Edward here, aka Prog Hat. I am back with another video. Now, this video, I am excited about the records that I'm going to show. And over the weekend, I believe it was Sunday, I went in and did a trade for some prog records. And these are essential records by this one band. And I'm talking about the band Graaf Generator. I am such a big fan of that band. And Peter Hamel, awesome artist, singer, songwriter. I mean, I would call him Mr. Progressive. Years ago, I was watching a video and someone showed the album God Bluff. And right around that time, I checked out this was like 5 or 6 years ago, I checked out a really good DVD from the library, and it was about prog rock. And it was like, the main, well, I won't say the main. It was bands like Graaf Generator, and they would talk about their essential, kind of like these are the albums to get by them. It talked about Yes, Genesis, King Crimson, and I can't remember. Very well done video. It hit the key things, the key records. So after watching that video, and I forgot who it was who showed that album, God Bluff, I got curious about the band. And so at the time, I didn't have any other records. I was just getting their CDs. One of my other things is one of their CDs. So I'm going to show a CD. I'm going to show some of their albums and another prog thing that I found, and a recent release by Neil Young. So let me begin with, and I'm going to take it out of this cover so we can just see this a little bit better. This is Graaf Generator. This is on CD. This is their album Still Life. I love this record. I love the artwork. This is another one, in my opinion, their best records. Now on this album has a couple of my favorite tracks on here that are just killer tunes. And that is the songs Pilgrim, Still Life, and Childlike Faith, and Childhood's End. And it comes with a bonus track. So I thought I'd go ahead and get it. Most of my prog music is on CD. And the reason for that is because a lot of the albums that I like are prog. Some of them have never been reissued, and some of them are very expensive. So I go with what I can afford in my budget. So I'll probably make a video somewhere down the line where I'll show some of my prog rock favorites out of my CD collection. So I was happy to get that CD. I've never seen it on vinyl. I'm sure it's out there, but I haven't came across it in a while. Now, let me start off with showing 3 of their albums, Graaf Generator. One of them, like I said, was one that I was so happy to get. I always wanted this. It was released as a box set that came with a bunch of, it came with the album and a bunch of, I think maybe it was like a 3-record set. I don't remember, but I have seen it. And I almost got it, but I didn't ever pull the trigger on it or buy it or trade for it. But I'm sure this is a reissue that I picked up here. It feels like 180 gram. I love this record, and I finally got to listen to it all the way through the day I got it. This is their first album, the Aerosol Gray Machine. It is just in my opinion, one of their killer records. It was put out on Mercury Records, and like I said, I'm sure this is a reissue of it. Haven't even looked it up on Discogs to see what kind of pressing I have on it. But that's the label in the middle of it. This red, black, old school looking Mercury's label. I mean, I played this record and I listened to side one quite a bit over and over it. Good record. Next, this next one, I haven't got a chance to open up and listen to this one yet, but this is H to the He Who Am the Only One. This, now, I have heard this on YouTube, listened to it. This is another great record by this band. Folks, check them out for free on YouTube or Spotify if you have an account. You might dig this music. I love this band so much. I love their music. Yes, it's dark, but it helps me. It's therapeutic. It doesn't leave me in a dark place, but it helps me to come out and think about things again. And I just can resonate with a lot of their music, and I love his vocal. Peter Hamill, that's how you say his name. This album right here came out in 1970, and what they're saying on this little hype sticker right here, they're saying an extract reproduction of the original Charisma LP, newly remastered from the original master tapes, cut at Abbey Road Studios. I'm going to have to come back and do a video and share my thoughts of how this sounded. It's a gatefold cover. So happy to have that. Now this next one is my favorite of theirs. And it's a high recommendation for me. I just love this record. I love the title of this album. It's my favorite title for an album of all time. I think the titles are appropriate for the times we are living in. You know, not too many people are saying much. We're losing friends. We're losing family. Whatever. People are breaking apart more. Whatever the, society's different. Some people are becoming more rude. But I love this title of this album. And I think it's appropriate for these times. The least we can do is wave to each other. I love this record. I love the artwork. This is a killer album. There's the band right there. I mean, if that's not prog, I don't know what to tell you, but that is prog. This is such a killer record. Same kind of hype sticker. This album came out also in February of 1970 is what it's saying. The least we can do is wave to each other. Not too long ago, I made a video response thread kind of video. I should have called the video titles. Pick 3 to 5 albums that you like the titles of. And I didn't have it at that time, but this would have been number 1 and for my favorite title for an album. I love this record. I have the CD of it as well. Like I said, at the time, I could afford to get the CD, so I went with the CD. But with my little trade that I did, I was able to get some of these records, and I'm so stoked about having them. Folks, go listen to this one. I'm not making no promises. You might not like it. Some people in the prog community might not like this band, but I love them, and I'm so glad that I joined the vinyl community, and I saw the videos that were made and people showing records by them that love prog. They are up there. I'm going to have to do a video, but that record right there that I just shown is probably my 3rd all-time favorite prog album. Number 2, Fragile by Yes. Number 1, dear to my heart, because I remember when my mom gave me my first copy years and years ago, is going to always be Dark Side of the Moon. Marillion was another find. I could not believe I found this. This is a UK. This is a B-sides themselves. Look at that artwork. I love Marillion. The songs that I do remember on this are like Market Square Heroes. That's an awesome song. Grendel, good one. And they do a live version of Margaret on here, but folks, and this has a fish. Says yeah, well, his vocals, but I was so I thought it was a 12-inch single, but then when I looked at it and picked it up and held it in my hands, I said to myself, Prog Hat, you better take this home, and I did. Here it is. Good stuff. I think I have the CD of this as well too. Now the last one is the new release by Neil Young from the archives that he's been doing. This is 7 tracks with Crazy Horse. It was a 2001 studio album, 6, as it says, unreleased tracks, and 3 unreleased songs. Straight from the archives. This is Neil Young Toast. It doesn't look like a Neil Young album by this cover. It looks like, I don't know, like it could have been an album. Had they not put Neil Young and Crazy Horse and just left it at Toast, it looks like an album for Wilco or My Morning Jacket or one of those kind of bands. But here it is, folks. I was happy to get this. I said I better get this while I can. You know, new records are getting expensive for me sometimes, and so if I have some trade or a little extra, I went ahead and put it towards this, and I'm glad to hear. I haven't listened to it yet, so I probably will try my best to come back and do a review on this. But that's it for this video, folks. I am so stoked about adding some milestones, some missing pieces to the Van Der Graaf Generator. I love that band. Adding some Marillion, adding the new Neil Young album. Again, thank y'all so much for your support. Please leave me a comment, and if you like this video or any of the videos I make, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But again, thank you all. Take care, peace, and prog on.